If Bolsa Grande had more persistent tardy sweeps, then less students would be tardy and more alert.
Do you think there's an alternate punishment to decrease it instead of Saturday school and detentions?
I really don't like the idea of taking kids out of class for missing class. I think it's kind of it just doesn't serve anybody. I'm not sure. I think that if somebody could figure out a way to end tardies, they could write a book and be a bajillionaire.
Do you think that if the students knew ahead of time the tardy sweeps would occur, would they be less likely to have tardy? Like, would they be would the amount of tardies decrease?
I think so. I think that that is something that I definitely see. The kids. I feel like students do know when they see all the counselors and administration kind of taking their places around campus. I think they know tardy sweep is coming and they'll bolt to class.
Yeah.
Are more tardy sweeps necessary? Here we see that majority of the students strongly agree that tardy sweeps are necessary in the school. That's 37% out of the 100 people we had surveyed. This may aid in having less tardies throughout the whole school because students would know there's a tardy sweep coming and they would end up going to class on time.
If you were a principal, what would you do?
I would get a ruler. No, just kidding. If I were a principal and I wanted to change the tardy policy, I would call the parents. Okay, that is the one thing I wish I had done more from the beginning, and yes, inform the parents of what's going on, and right away, none of this. I'll wait until the problem escalates. To tardies, call the parent. But also, one of the other reasons why I'm so lenient is because I do understand that some people have their lockers all the way on the other side of campus. And I know after class, you might have a question for your teacher, and sometimes students even come to me and, for a question that needs to be answered. And unfortunately, there's times where I don't give them, a pass, and so they end up being tardy to their next class. So that is my motive for being so lenient on the tardies.
Okay, that's all. Thank you, Mr. Guilty.
What do you think about students being tardy? 33% of the students believe that the students who come to school late don't care. This may be because of either they don't care about school at all or they want to look bad. This also shows some irresponsibility. These students may neglect their studies as well.
You said somewhat. So you are kind of laid back. If you're a school principal, what would you do to prevent tardies?
I would have a tardy sweep every period just to get students in the habit of it. Hopefully that would prevent them from being late, but I think students just look at it and go, oh, another tardy, oh, another detention. So that's a very, very tough question. I think if it had an effect on their grade or their lunchtime, maybe that would be more beneficial.
What do you think causes Bolsa students to be tardy? According to the students, majority of them say that their parents confront traffic. If that is the case, then they could consider leaving a little earlier. Bolsa could also do something about it as well. The gate, which is on Westminster and Bouchard, should be open to prevent traffic.
Like Miss Paris, she's not really strict on tardies. So why are you kind of strict on it? Like every tardy sweep every period, like tardy sweep every period.
It's just the one thing that I think if kids knew in their head that they had to be in class. I mean, they already know they need to be in class at a certain time, but if they knew every period that they were going to have a tardy sweep, then maybe they would make more of an effort to get there. I understand, like I said in my first period, kids are 2 minutes late. I understand that, but being late to the second, third, fourth, unless their locker is way far away.
Okay, that's it. Thank you, Ms. Steele, for class. And I see people run in all the time in your class. You're really lenient. So why are you so lenient? Because there's other teachers that take out points or give them detentions, but you don't really care.
It's not that I don't care. It's just you know, sometimes unfortunately I'm not able to provide that consequence for tardiness, and I know I don't feel like I should give you guys extra work or use, you know, extra curriculum or as a punishment.
I'm so sorry I'm late again.
No, this is the last time, Joanne. This is the last time you're gonna be late here. Why are you always late, huh? You need to be on time. You never get anything done. No, you're fired. Bye.
As you can see in the scene we just demonstrated, punctuality is very important.
In school, being tardy is tolerated, but when you're working in the real world, when you have a real job, being late won't cut it.
So we should practice being punctual now.